Hello, this is Bishop Ed Udell. I have a reading on world missions from Rose McCormick Brandon of Union Gospel Press. I'm going to read most of this article that she has written. On one of his Friday night visits to inmates on death row, Bob McAllister, tired after a long week and having seen all his regulars, peered into one last cell. On the dirty cement floor sat Rusty Woomer, surrounded by garbage and filthy walls and smelling like a sewer. Rusty was a color deaf and unresponsive. Cockroaches swarmed the cell, crawling over his matted hair and dirty clothes. He did not even try to swat them away. Gazing at the sight, Bob felt a strong presence of evil. He called Rusty's name. No response. He pleaded, quote, Rusty, just say the name of Jesus, unquote. Silence. Then a whisper, quote, Jesus, Jesus, unquote. With the mention of this name, a door opened in Rusty's heart. He bowed his head like a child and followed Bob's instruction to ask Jesus to forgive him of his sins. The following Monday, Bob returned to Rusty's cell and received one of the greatest surprises of his life. The cell had been scrubbed clean and the garbage had been removed. Quote, I figured that's what Jesus wanted me to do, unquote, Rusty said. And there's more of the story in the book, Being the Body by Thomas Nelson. As surely as the disciples and others were witnesses to Christ's resurrection, Rusty Woomer, in his death row cell, became a witness to the power of the living Jesus. In our complex world, Jesus is still asking the question he posed to Mary Magdalene at the empty tomb. Quote, who are you looking for? Unquote. That's from John chapter 20, verse 15. One of the important truths that missionaries, and in fact all Christians, must not lose sight of is that nothing is too hard for God. We must never think that any person is beyond the reach of God's grace. If we start feeling that way, perhaps we are allowing pride to creep in. After all, the fact that God regenerated us was a big miracle, was it not? Paul called himself the chief of sinners in 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 15. And adopting his attitude will make us more effective witnesses to God's grace. Jesus is still setting free the hopeless and the helpless. Wherever broken hearts reside, he asks, quote, who are you looking for? Unquote. On April 26, 1991, death in the electric chair propelled Rusty Woomer into the everlasting arms of Jesus Christ. Christians should love to tell about how Jesus has transformed them. We were not among the 500 who saw the resurrected Christ, yet we believe. Therefore, we have his promise that we too will one day rise from the dead, based on Romans chapter 8, verse 11. Charles Wesley, in his long beloved hymn, quote, and can it be that I should gain, unquote, expressed the joy of salvation with these words, quote, my chains fell off, my heart was free. I rose went forth and followed thee. Unquote. Jesus sets the captives free indeed. I'll read you another World Mission article by someone from Union Gospel Press in the future. Look for it. God bless you.